A New Way of Manifestation. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, instead of looking at manifestation from the point of view of feeling good, which I talked about in my last video, the 6 keys of effortless manifestation, where you keep your mind in alignment, and that's its natural place. And when you're there, of course, alignment means that your thoughts are high vibration, and that's in alignment with the contrast of life. It's in alignment with vibrational reality. It's in alignment with what your inner being knows. It's the flow of joyous expansion when you're in alignment, and that's our natural place. It's like a flowing river. Life causes us to ask, and inner being sets it up, so we see that asking as a celebration. Even though the situation is not one that we like, it's still a celebration because it causes us to know what we want, and our inner being sets that up. And then we're receiving as we are in alignment, as I discussed in that video. So now let's look at it from a different way. Let's say instead of let's go with feeling good, let's think about it as let's stop feeling badly, right? So if we stop that, then what happens? Let's look, because you see our vibration naturally is high, and we're naturally in alignment. Our dreams are high vibration, our body's high vibration, everything in the universe is high vibration. And if we choose thoughts that are high vibration, those thoughts that are in alignment with all of this, then everything flows just very naturally. It just comes flowing right into our experience through our daily life and the things that happen, because it's all orchestrated to come in and flow into our life. But that's not the way it is. Even though that's the natural way, we know that's not the way it's been for humanity. It's been more like this, the same image, but instead of being in our natural high vibration mindset, faulty beliefs generally make us think things like questioning whether we are good enough or deserving, and telling us life is hard or unfair, telling us we got to get what we want, and we're not really sure if we can have it, so lots of uncertainty there. So when you stir those kinds of thoughts in about all the areas of our life, you can think about that in terms of relationships, the work that you do, whether it's owning a business or working at a job, your health, money, everything, every topic of life. Faulty beliefs will interfere and get you thinking things like this. And of course, that puts you in a low vibration, and that then creates attraction to yourself of the things that you don't want. And so we're not really living in this natural stream, this joyous flow of expansion. We're blocking. See, we're blocking. Like this part happens, the observation, living life experience happens. Of course it does. And the contrast happens, the celebration happens. But faulty beliefs don't have us looking at contrast as those unwanted things as celebration. Faulty beliefs get us looking at them like they're a bad situation, they're a problem, it's crisis, it's trauma. And so you see, instead of having a high vibration, staying in alignment because of those things, we often pull ourselves out of alignment because of that. That's something very natural, in meaning our life's expanding. Faulty beliefs cause us to think about it as something bad or a problem, and so on. And so we're pulling ourselves out of alignment, and of course we block the receiving. But again, the contrast is done. Our inner being sets up the desire from the contrast automatically, and it's all done. So this part, it's all done. It's just this last part of receiving that when we let faulty beliefs influence our thinking, we block this path and we open up this path, right? We get more of the train wreck life instead of the joyous expansion life. So from that, we can see, well, if we stop doing these things, then what happens? Okay, so we stop complaining, stop blaming, stop negative reactions. If we stop judging, stop beating ourselves up, stop worrying, stop criticizing, stop being afraid, stop getting upset and bothered, stop trying to make things happen, Stop trying to feel good. Stop being sad. Stop thinking life is hard. Stop thinking you are not good enough. Stop trying to get things. Stop holding on to negative feeling thoughts. Well, as you stop that, your vibration starts to elevate because it's naturally high. And so just by stop doing these things, your vibration returns to its naturally high place. You see, you don't have to. People ask me the question, how do I raise my vibration? You don't, because you're naturally high, and we pull it down when we do these things. So when we let go of them, we spring back up into our natural high vibration. And when we do that, then we're in alignment. Now we're living this life where the manifestations just automatically flow. See, we don't have to do anything at all to get something to manifest, to make something happen. That's absolutely all faulty belief stuff. All we got to do is stop doing these things, stop thinking in these ways that are low vibration, pulling our vibration down, pulling us out of alignment, and then we live this life. We get some of the things that we want because we're not totally low vibration, but we're getting nowhere near what we could be receiving. We're not living near the life that we could be living, and we're living a lot of stuff that we don't like. And it doesn't change until this. It doesn't change until we stop doing these things. And so, how do we stop doing those things? Well, then you go back to the previous video of the 6 keys to effortless manifestation. You start doing those things. See, when you stop doing these, then the way that happens automatically is when you start doing the other things. By starting the in alignment thoughts, you naturally stop the out of alignment thoughts. You see how it works? And then automatically you're reprogramming your subconscious mind, and you get that high vibration, you get that back in alignment, get your conscious mind back in alignment, and then life just flows. It all just comes to you, just very naturally and automatically. This is the way life is right here. Without faulty beliefs, this is the way life is. This is the natural way of life. That's what my book of life shows you. This is how it all works and how everything works together. So that's what you want to get back to, is understanding how life works, because once you do, and you understand why you came here and the wholeness of who you are, you just automatically stop doing this. There's no more reason to think these kinds of thoughts, because you know everything is set up to work out for you and you know how it works. So it doesn't matter what the circumstances of the day are at all. None of that physical world stuff matters anymore, because you're looking at it in the ways that it's serving you. See, the creative process, when you know it, it shows you how everything is serving you. And to help you to have more of the life that you want to have. Everything is vibrational feedback. See, even in this world, everything that's happening, the contrast, it's vibrational feedback. The way somebody comes at you, the circumstances, whether it has to do with money or health. If you have a health situation, it's just awareness. It's serving you because it's letting you know that you slipped down out of the alignment thoughts into out of alignment. And so you just bring yourself back in, which you can learn to do within 60 seconds, and you do it. So you take no hit on your momentum. You stay here, and then you just keep going. It doesn't really matter anything that's going on in your life at all. It's just the manifestation of some energy. And as soon as you change your focus and look at what it is that contrast caused you to want, and you appreciate the contrast, see, that's all natural thinking. It's not that life is always going to be physically the way you want it to be, because you don't actually know the way you want it to be until you have experiences that tell you the way you don't like it. And then when you experience that, then you're clear about what you want. Inner being creates it. You're joyous that it's on the way. You appreciate the contrast. You know who you are. You're good with yourself. Everything is good. You're feeling secure. You're feeling empowered. You're just in a great place, you see. So the thing about knowing it from this angle, and the reason I wanted to show it is because when you think about, people say, well, does subliminals work, and do psychedelics work, and hypnosis, and can we get feeling good using all those kinds of things, and then we'll be high vibrational, have a good life. And so there's no confusion when you look at it from this point of view, because this is the thing you got to stop doing. You know, if those things help you to stop doing this, then they're helping you. But if they don't help you to stop doing this, stop thinking like these things, they're no good to you at all. And even if they do, they're conditional. Still, they're conditional, because you unconditionally can stop thinking thoughts that feel like this. You don't need anything else except your conscious thinking mind and the knowledge of life. When you have the knowledge of life, you know how it works, you know who you are, then you absolutely can interpret everything that's happening in your life in a way that's serving you and part of this cycle of joyous expansion. So that's a new way of looking at manifestation. You can look at it from the perspective of feeling good and staying in alignment, and those thoughts, which I talked about in my last video. Or you can, just to shake things up and maybe give you a different perspective that helps you out, you can say, well, I'm going to stop doing these things. And of course, the next question you're going to ask yourself is, oh, how do I stop doing these? Right? Because faulty beliefs and our patterns, habits of thought, we're so used to doing that, and then you just think, well, how do I not worry about that? How do I stop blaming? How do I stop complaining about everything? All these things. How do I do that? And if you're asking yourself that question, then you want to listen to lots of these videos, and you can probably connect the dots, or you go to my book of life and you'll instantly get the answer to that question, how you stop doing those things. Because once you get the accurate knowledge of life, it's just very obvious what the answer to that question is. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for today, a new way of manifestation. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.